What's up guys, Super Players back at it again with another video. It's your homie C-Rod, and unfortunately Tony G is in a very important mission yet again, so smash that like button for the next video. Tony G will be here because he will instant transmission right back to the video. So in our episode of Super Players, today we got Frieza deck profile for you guys. So here is that amazing Frieza card. And Frieza, in a little brief introduction, I'm gonna tell you, Frieza is the card to abuse the energy game. So with this card, what ultimately makes Frieza a different card, a different leader card from other leader cards, is that you can activate the effect once per turn to dump one of your characters from the battle area and send them and pretty much kill your own character to reuse an energy and ultimately draw one card. That is what this deck is for, is to, like how Frieza does it in the show, kill your own comrades to get stronger. And when you flip him and awaken him, look at this artwork. You guys gotta admire. Look at this awesomeness. This card right here, what this card does is the same thing. You get to kill one of your battle cards from the battle area to the drop area, and you do the same thing, only you do 2 energies you can recycle, and you draw 1 card, and also when you attack you gain 1 card as well. So that's 2 draw power that you can get with this leader. I'll put the leader right there for you guys, and let's get with the deck. So first things first, we got Cold Bloodlust Frieza extra card. The reason I'm starting off with an extra card this time is because this extra card is what allows us to use the leader's ability and not make us kill our own comrades in the battle area. So this card pretty much just lets you negate the effect that affects the negative state of your Frieza's leader's ability. So we're going to be running 3 of these guys. 1, 2, 3. Very useful. I thought 4 was overdoing it, because if you had 4, you sometimes don't get to summon a card in the battle area, and you can't use Frieza's ability. So next, obviously right after the extra card, we have to have the main Frieza, the backbone to the deck, Avenging Frieza. This Avenging Frieza only requires 1 energy and is very effective because it is our search card. It helps us search any Frieza army card. And the good news is that this deck right here is all Frieza army predominantly. So obviously after first form, you gotta hit final form Frieza, the strong one. And this guy's here for evolution purposes, because this guy allows us to evolve from a weaker Frieza that we have on the field. We're gonna be running 3 of these, and he's also strong. He gains double strike. Frieza Hellish Horror, pretty good card, but look, once that Frieza got his butt beat in the show, he powered up even more, so we got even a stronger Frieza, full power, swole up Frieza. You know this guy be hitting the gym every single day. Look at this artwork, admire it, enjoy it. And the reason we have this card is because he has triple strike. This card is a good card to KO your opponent at the very end of the game when your opponent has only 4 lives. This is the last attacking card you want to do, because he is also our blocker. You summon this guy, he's a strong blocker, so he'll take the hit, and the cool thing is he comes back to active mode and he's ready for another hit. This guy is just a buff swole bodyguard. Super good card. We're adding 2 of these guys. Then obviously he got his ass beat no matter how hard you hit the gym. If you guys got somebody with technique, he'll overcome you. And he came back once he died as the machine version, which is one of my favorite versions of Frieza, the Mech Frieza. It just sucks that Trunks came in out of nowhere and just sliced him up into pretty much nothing and made him into Kentucky Fried Chicken and burned him to crisp. But other than that, this card is good because it has 2 double strikes. My bad. Double attack. So he can attack once. So you attack, goes to rest mode, and then activate his effect, goes back to active mode, and you can attack yet again. Pretty good card, and it's strong, and he also has a cool effect when you do summon him. We're running 2 of these guys. And obviously, Frieza didn't come alone. He brought his Poppy. He brought his dad. And that's why we're running King Cole. His dad, King Cole, is actually a very good card because this card is our hand trap card. Very effective. You can summon this guy during your opponent's turn in the battle area as long as you have the energy required. He has a counter effect. He also is a blocker, and he is just a magnificent beauty of a card for Frieza's deck. We're running 2 of these guys. Next, we got Frieza's Call because Frieza has his army, and Frieza's Call is that card that lets us get Frieza's henchmen. Ultimately, get the weaker ones, let you get a 2 or lower cost, and bring them out on the field. And that is very good because Frieza's army is predominantly weak, but there is massive numbers of them. So we're running 3 of these guys. Next, we got obviously the leader of the Frieza army at one point, Elite Force Captain GINYU, the body-changing GINYU Force member. And this guy is just strong, he's good. We have only 1 of these because this is a Frieza deck. We're going to be running 4 or 3, we're going to see, for our GINYU deck profile. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you guys want to see a GINYU deck profile. So we're running 1 of these guys. Then we got GINYU Force Chase because he is our GINYU Force playmaker. We're running 4 of these because when you play him, he's not only a blocker, you also get to search for any other GINYU card if you happen to pick him up and luckily pick up the top 3 cards. And if you pick a GINYU Force, it can't be an extra card, it has to be a battle card because it has to say the requirement in the bottom. But if you were to happen to pick one up, you know you're going to be playing them, and then you have 2 comrades on the field, and then you could use Frieza's ability to its full potential. So we're going to be running 4 of these, and I'm going to go through the GINYU Force relatively fast. He is GULDO, another blocker. All of them are pretty much blockers, and they're very self-explanatory. This guy lets you get rid of your annoying cards that your opponent has that he doesn't want to attack with, that are battle cards, and doesn't want to put them in rest mode. This is Force Rest activation. Very good card. We're running 4 of those because he's 1 energy required and he's relatively easy to summon. Then obviously GINYU Force BURTER because BURTER is the fastest guy in the universe, aka at one point. And when he attacks, he goes back to active mode at the very end of the turn if he's in rest mode. Then RECOOME because RECOOME is our defensive power for Frieza's army. The cool thing about the GINYU Force that I forgot to mention is that they fall into 2 special traits. They're searchable from Frieza's army, and they're also searchable for Captain GINYU's army, if you will. So we're going to be running 3 RECOOMEs. We're running 3 of every GINYU Force because, except for Chase and GULDO, because those 2 are the most necessary. Then we're going into Frieza's main henchman army. We got ZARBON, the most beautiful man or thing in the planet. Alien, if you will. That's what they referred to him as the show, if you remember. And we're running 2 of these because he's good to combo and get one of your rest cards and put them back to active mode for some offensive or even defensive tactics. Then Theodora. Who doesn't like Theodora? I don't like Theodora. I hated this character. But he's good for comboing, so we're running 2 of these guys. 2 Theodoras. Next, we have the leader that took charge after Frieza's death, SORBET, and he's very good because he's a blocker and he has a cool effect where you could use combo cards from the top of your deck. Very good. We're running 2 only. Then we got TAGOMA, Frieza's pretty much punching bag after Frieza got resurrected, and he's just strong as a basic card, and he has a cool little kinky effect, if you will. Next, I can't even say his name, SHISAMI, the Loyal Warrior, because he's strong. He's strong and he has cool effects. The fact that you switch cards to active mode during your opponent's next charge phase. Well, let me see. Let me read this card. When you play this card, choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards, and they cannot be switched to active mode. So your opponent's cards stay in rest mode. We're running 2 of these guys. Then RECOOME's. This is our extra cards to wrap it up. RECOOME's Eraser Gun. 1 good, strong extra card just to negate an attack for last resort towards the end of the game. We're running one of those. Then this guy is to use predominantly in the beginning of the game when you're being attacked a lot, bad ring laser. And this card is pretty cool because this guy's ultimately killed Super Saiyan Blue Goku with just a little laser gun, which I thought was hilarious. Some people got mad, but I thought it was funny. And then last but not least, the Australian Universe guy. Chase Crusher Ball extra card. This card, if your opponent summons a beast card, uses 6 energy, summons a beast attacker, and is going for OTK and killing you that turn, this card could just negate that. He's a negator because once your opponent summons a card, you activate this card by using 1 energy, and he is switched to rest mode. And that's going to be the end of the Frieza deck profile. This is Tony G's deck profile. I'm just showcasing it because he's in an important mission. But hit that like button for his regard. And all I got to say is hit that like button, comment, and subscribe if you guys want to join our raffle. Once we hit 500 subscribers, we're giving away 2 haptics for first place and the first chapter of Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball to you, and second and third place winner will only get 1 haptic. And that's going to be the end of the video. I just want to say super players out, and hopefully you enjoyed. Peace out.